my falling, you are my falling star. Wherever you are, maybe that love is only astonishment of the trip. Stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion. Now retrieve for that for to be the mind chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you with the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern. The hair's tangled like a dumble wound tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for this music. And the side of the heart for the her walker. There's only the freck of the wonder for the only be the hearts and the symbols of the goddess in trance. Or maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all. For the hear myself for the say with the hum. Say it and baby for other words. That was the only window pane when you left that for the pain for the.
You are my falling star.
You are my falling
You
star.
are my falling star.
Wherever you are,
You are my falling star.
only astonishment and the strip.
And wherever you are, stranded over the shore for this to be the
astonishment and the strip. Now retrieve for that for the be
stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion.
Now retrieve for that for the be divine chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you with the soul and the heart and the eyes like a double wound tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for this music.
The hair is tangled like a double wound tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for this music. On the side of the heart for the her walker. There's only the freck of the one.
Maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all.
For
The
the
goddess in trance.
Or maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all. For the hear myself for the say with the hum.
Baby, for other words, that was the only window pane. You left that for the baby. For other words, that was the only window pane. You left that for the pain, for the emotion, gather compassion, for you can find it for freaking
Pickpocket that moon
for the only emotion, for the compassion, for you can find it for freaking for the neck, for this to be the pin, for this you can wear around your face, for this to do clothes, you can understand it for the your soul, for this is the only advantage for the waking up of what you can find, standing for the point, for this to be the collection, for the banana,
Harving on your truth,
for the intelligence, produce all done, for the flashlight, for the banana, for the declaration, for the you with the right, for the right, your audience, for the pleasure, for the blind declaration, for you with the right, for the right, for the time, for the benefit, for the although I see under people, for nothing that I can't tell you, appear pride.
You wake that
Taught me
like
for
a
the
breast.
love, everything that I can't
dark
be
close
fun. The night for this would be the head.
You wake that heaven like a breast, but this would be the damn dark close of the night for this would be the head.
If I had a heaven, spreading the dream, be for the nighting for the fire. You are the taking of the night for this, the spreading of the dream, under the feet for this, and softly because it's dread of my
You are
dream.
my falling star.
Yearly, nearly, all I can close.
Wherever you are, you are my falling star.
Only astonishment of the truth.
Wherever you are, stranded over the
That
shore
love
for this
is
to
only
be the
astonishment of the truth. Now retrieve that.
stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion.
Now retrieve for that for the divine chamber, for the luminous and I see nothing but you, for the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern.
Hair is tangled like a double wound. Who wrote that haiku? Broke it down by every syllable. It was the sentences peeled out, spoiled. This was only the mosaic picture, poetry, rich in the spirit, left for you to understand. I come back for this, for not for the demanding in you. The hard-wearing flower, of course, can have an echo. You still have those lyrics transported for the translation of what you reimaginated for this to be the cotton, and to be the fragments, the history, the desire for the future. But these are not notes, and these are passed down for the dawning of life again. And whatever the difference is, they wake up when we all began. For this to be the lover, for the possessing, for the would you not fall, for that with the waver, for the over and hard pressed to go for the grand, for the own smile, for the only to rediscover, for this to be the true path. Lost to me forever, for you can never cut in front of that or let this brand. True that gift will never leave that giver. Return for the re-deliver, for the rolling on with the smile, for just the pouring going through it like a river, for the only thought, for the this amongst me. I pledge that for the kissing of the mouth forever, for you can reproduce that for the rights and I be the older. You will never find that, for it would be rich in poetry in the house when you slept. Sleeping in the ears and leaning at the window. You can find a prayer for your father. Or not for the destroyer, for the knives, and I'll turn the lights for the shadows, for the harbor, for the unborn body, for the stirring warm and harm is stirring, and over the leaving the bubs in the eyes, and I to be. To leave yo, make salat and salam for the prayer, be the only calm for this, not to come across that for the ocean. When I've been seeing that for the only hill, to look over to get a perspective, and I am not for the love spoken, of course, and you are the joke. Not laughing. No symmetry, no echo this way for the I love yous, and it's true enough for the please kiss me more to suddenly scream for this to be the heart river, for the only the bursting of the what you can find, forgetting your line time. Post and rhyme after rhyme for this. It's not your verse. Real presence isn't clean, clear, endlessly. Stars that mount for the unknown intents of the air, for the running in pools and water, for the co rare enough, for the is it, for the deep, bright, dawning were the best of the device. You could be your thought, for no ending for the flow, or for the white, for the only eternity, for the only to sharpen yourself, for the skills, and this would be that bring ice in your clearness and love, and enough for the one, for the only just body, and for the what you transmutated, for the substance of your essence, and not one for the love, and the form of you, for the one to create. Who wrote that haiku?
Who wrote that haiku? Broke it down by every syllable. It was the sentences peeled out, spoiled, and this was only the mosaic picture of poetry.
Who wrote that haiku? Broke it down by every syllable. It was the sentences peeled out, spoiled, and this was only the mosaic picture of poetry, rich in the spirit, left for you to understand. I come back for this, for not for the demanding, and you, the hard-wearing flower, of course, can have an echo. You still have those lyrics transported for the translation of what you reimaginated for this to be the cotton, to be the fragments, the history, the desire for the future. But these are not notes, and these are passed down for the dawning of life again. And whatever the difference is, it will go up when we all begin. For this to be the lover, for the possessive, for the not fall for that, for the waver, for the open, hard pressed, the roll for the grand, for the own smile, for the owner to rediscover, for this to be the true path. Lost to me forever, for you can never cut in front of that living brand. True right here, from never leave like a return for the real liver, for the rolling on with the smile, for this point, going through it like a river, for the only thought for the this among smile. I pledge that for the kitchen and the mouth forever, for you can reproduce that for the rights, and I be the holder. You will never find that, for it will be rich in poetry in the house where you slept, and it's sleeping at the ears and leaving at the windows, and you can find a prayer for your father. But not for the destroyer, for the knives, and I'll turn the lights to the shadows, for the harbor, for the unborn body, for the stirring warm and harm is stirring, and the over the belief in the bubs in the eyes, and I'll let me leave your make salat and salam for prayer, we could only come for this, not to come across that for the ocean. But I've been seeing that for the yeah, you go to get a perspective, but I am not for the love, so you are the truth. Not laughing, no symmetry, no echo, respect, I love you, so that's true, right? Please kiss me, or suddenly scream for this to be the river, only the bursting, but you can find forgetting your long time. Post rhyme after rhyme, this is not your first real presence, is it? Stars that now for the wind or the intense of the air, for the running in pools and water, for the cold rare enough, for the is it, or for the deep, bright, dawn over the best of the device. You give me your thought, for no ending for the flow, or for the white, for the only eternity, for the only to sharpen your skills, and this will be the bring ice in your clearness and love, and then love for the money, for the demon, for the what you'll transmutated, for the substance of your essence, and not one for the love. Create no false gods, and now against that, for the image of your love, and now for the body, for the undone. I, for the real presence, and not for the spirit, and not for the you can find a hold in the grudge, with open hours of the crickets, and you can put the sound tonight. I will offer you yet again. Not for the pen, for the mind, for this, for the time, for the second temper, you can find something or believing in the stars, and broke the hope for the one in the past.
What do I want to identify with the things we want most, but it never happened with the love over here, this song for the only snap.
24 for sure, so see no, and my team
Maybe
is
it's unidentified.
kick her so
What do I identify with the things we want most, but it never happened for the learning when we can overhear the song for the only slam for the moon, for the raps of the land below, for the which you can find significance in the corner. You spread that for the bishop, for the opening silver, for the rose of the finding of a coin. Which side? Night for us. Which side? Standing of a lower for the cat. You spinning for the leaf of a drop. Rain, dry for this meeting in the sky like moonlight hone, for the over the bidding of the penny over the span of the catching of the lost key. Rolling over for the roof, for the moon roof, for the alley, for the only shadows, and the only I find you, and you can know that I can say yes. When the third wish, when the wasted, for you can find the reproducing of the beat. I am not for the only the shadow, for the dark, for the light. You learned this when we overheard this song. It's more for the future that you can never find in the poem.
Maybe it was unidentified. Or what do I unidentify for the things we want most, but it never happened?
Maybe it was unidentified, or what do I unidentify for the things we want most?
Maybe it was unidentified. Or what do I unidentify for the things we want most, but it never happened for the learning room where we can overhear the song for the only slam from the moon, for the raps of the land below, for the wood you can find significance in the corner. You spread that for the blue ship, for the opening silver, for the rose of the finding of a coin.
Maybe it was unidentified. Maybe it was Maybe it was unidentified. Maybe.
identify? Or what do I unidentify? But the things we want most, but it never happen for the learning when we can overhear the song for the lonely slam, for the moon, for the raps, and the land below, for the wood, you can find significance in the corner. You spread that for the blue ship, for the oak and silver, for the rose with the finding of a coin. Which side? Night for us. Which side? Sounding of a lower with the cat. You spinning for the leaf of a drop. Rain, drop for this meeting in the skylight. Moonlight home for the hope of the bit, another penny over the span of the catching of the lost key. Rolling over for the roof, for the moon roof, for the alley, for the older shadows, and the only new I find use, and you can know that I can say yes. And the third wish when the wasted, you can find the reproducing of the beat. I am not for the under the shadow, for the dark, the light. We learned this when we overheard this song. It's more for the future that you can never find in the poem. It's part of you and me. We're not pour it off this poetry for these to be the guided tones. Maybe
it was unidentifiable. Or what do I unidentify for the things we want most, but it never happen for the learning room?
Maybe it was. What do I unidentify for the things we want most, but it never happen for the learning room when we can overhear the song for the lonely slam, for the moon, for the raps, and the land below, for the wood, you can find significance in the corner. You spread that for the blue ship, for the oak and silver, for the rose with the finding of a coin. Which side? Night for us. Which side? Sounding of a lower with the cat. You spinning for the leaf of a drop. Rain, drop for the speeding in the skylight. Moonlight home for the catching of the lost key. Rolling over for the roof, for the moon roof, for the alley, for the shadows, and the only new I find use, and you can know that I can say yes. And the third wish for the wasted, you can find the reproducing of the beat. I am not for the shadow, for the dark, the light. We learned this when we overheard this song. It's more for the future that you can never find in the poem. It's part of you and me. Now pour it all this poetry for these be the guided tones. Finding you for the understanding for the weak to be hope, to despair, for the loneliness and the sleepiness. To be the fellow for that, to the love, for the high optimism, for the only word that you can find it in the night. To be the course of that. To be that love home, sick, and street, sorrow, drifted off, or what it began to make after the face of the only love. Spawn the dawn of that face again. You live for that. Hard wearing flower with a several times stumped over for the bankruptcy to find a plan, call them all back to the dead for this community before you go for the handing of the cheek when you can find that this. The hazel tree for the love spoke to me love and I laughed in return. She made that hazel tree for the feeling of the blossom, for the season of the darkness and the bear to feel slowly enough I can find. Time enough. Yes, before you go around for the chatting out of picture, for the spinning out of will, for the speed, fluttering out of closing, this will be the guarantee. Love. Here, be a letter. are my falling star.
You are my falling star. Wherever you are, maybe that love is only astonishment and fruition. Stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion. So now retrieve for that for the be the mind chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you for the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern.
You are my falling star. Wherever you are, maybe that love is only astonishment and fruition. Stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion. So now retrieve for that for the be the mind chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you for the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern. Hair's tangled like a Dumbledore tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for the music. And the side of the heart for the her walker. There's only the freck of the wonder for the only to be the hearts of the symbols of the goddess of trance. Or maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all. For the hear myself for the save and the hum. Other words, that was the only window pane when you left after the pain for the only gathering. Pickpocket that moment for the only emotion for the compassion. For you can find that for the freaking for the neck, for the just to be the benefit that you can wear around your face. For this is the clothes, girl, and roll with your soul. For this is the only Atlantic for the winking of it. But you can find the static for the phone. For this will be a harboring on your trip. Reproduce this done for the collection for the benevolence and for the intelligence for the audience. This is the pleasure for the find the declaration for you of the tribe of the right for the time we went for the although I see other people for not for the love it's only a pure pride for the taught me for the love me everything but I can't put the fun we wait that for the like a breast with the silly the damn dark clothes of the night for the city had if I had a heaven it would only be for the naughty for the fire you are that taking of the night for this the spreading of the dreams under the feet for this is soft you got the tread of my dreams nearly all I can put you are my falling star. Wherever you are, maybe that love is only astonishment and fruition. Stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion. So now retrieve for that for the be the mind chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you for the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern. Hair's tangled like a Dumbledore tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for the music. And the side of the heart for the her walker. There's only the freck of the wonder for the only be the hearts of the symbols of the goddess of trance. Or maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all. For the hear myself for the save and the hum. I don't know how to say it, baby. For other words, that was the only window pane. You left after the pain for the only gathering. You pickpocket that moment for the only emotion, for the compassion, for you to find that for the freaking for the neck, for the just to be the benefit that you can wear around your face. For this is your clothes, girl, green, with your soul. For this is the only abandon for the waking of what you can find is static for the moment. This is you harboring on your truth. Reproduce this done for the collection, for the banana, this is for the intelligence for the audience. This is the pleasure for the find the declaration for you of the tribe of the right for the life for the time we bent for the although asking other people for not for the love it's only a pure pride. Taught me for the love me everything but I can't with your fun. Wait that for the like of rest with this will be the damn dark clothes of the night for this will be the if I had a heaven it would only be for the naughty for the fire you are that taking of the night for this is the spreading of the dreams under the feet for this is the softly because the tread of my dreams. Nearly all I can close. You are my falling star. And wherever you are, maybe that love is only astonishment and for the strip. Stranded over the shore for this to be the oblivion. So now retrieve for that for the be the mind chamber. For the luminous and I see nothing but you for the soul and the heart and the eyes of the lantern. Hair's tangled like a Dumbledore tumbleweed. For the soft down is enough for the weed for the music. And the side of the heart for the her walker. There's only the freck of the wonder for the only to be the hearts of the symbols of the goddess of trance. Or maybe I say I love you in a different language and not at all. For the hear myself for the save and the hum. Cause I don't know how to say it and baby for other words. That was the only window pane when you left after the pain for the only gathering. Pickpocket that moon for the only emotion for the compassion for you can find that for frinkling for the neck for the just to be the pendant for the you can wear around your face for this is your clothes girl green bone with your soul for this is the only abandon for the waking of what you can find is standing for the poem for this would be a harboring on your truth. Reproduce this done for the collection for the benevolence and ultimately for the intelligence for the